We welcome in the Mariners' president of baseball operations, Jerry Dipoto. Jerry, it's Brian Kenny. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, you got it, BK. Glad to be here.
Always good to have you here. We haven't spoken in a while. I'm just wondering, I don't think we've talked about this specifically. How has the expanded playoffs changed a GM's philosophy?
Well, I think you have to play, and this is league-wide, 30 teams. You go into a season, everybody's got a chance. And, you see it early in the season, especially with some teams that are rising, young teams that are playing really well, veteran teams that are maybe performing a little better than expected. And it changes your mentality when you know that there's that one extra slot.
So now, change the equation for your club where you've been. You've had success the last few years, 88 wins, 91 wins, just one playoff appearance, though. So you're in first place. Here you are year by year, 85, 88, 90, 90. Is this the year, from what you're observing now, that you go over the top?
Yeah, that's our hope every year, truly. Frankly, we thought the same last year. and the roster we've put on the field this year isn't wildly different than the roster from last year. We feel like we just fell short of our skills, but we think this team is a playoff team. And our goal throughout, as we've built our model, is to be there year in, year out as a contending club. And, we've been right on the cusp, and hopefully this is the year we tip over.
Hitting has been an issue right now. You're number 2 as a club in weighted runs created plus behind only the Yankees. What's going on there?
It's not that new. It seems shocking to see us behind the Yankees, ahead of teams like the Cubs, Dodgers, etc. But this has been going on with our team since August 1st of last year, roughly. It's, with the staff changes we made, the presence of Edgar Martinez, bringing on Kevin Seitzer and Bobby Magianis, just a mindset change with roughly the same roster of hitters. And it really changed the way we converted opportunities to runs. We've always created opportunity with walks. We've always hit homers, but we've never been a very good team at making contact in those big clutch situations, runners on base, runners in scoring position. We've always fallen short. And right now we're converting.
It's funny, as you mentioned, that we know there's a lot of happenstance and randomness in all of that. And you think, hey, that's going to even out. That was kind of like early sabermetric thought. But now you're saying specifics, you can control some of that.
Yeah, we feel like this is just, we're not doing things wildly different than we did before. We still pull the ball. We hit it out of the ballpark. We take our walks. We are doing a better job of making contact. We went from a borderline record-setting strikeout team to more middle of the pack, generally a league average-ish contact club. And I think that's a mentality of visualizing an approach where you're trying to hit a line drive through the center of the field. And that's something that our hitting coaches have preached since the day they walked through the door. Again, it's a mentality that Edgar and Seitz employed through the course of their major league careers. And it's the way our hitters think. I don't think it's really changed the trajectory of the ball off the bat for us, but it's changed how much we're waiting on the fastball. And we're not late. We're not missing. We're not chasing as often as we have in the past.
It's funny, like Edgar Martinez, I would think, hey, he's a Hall of Fame hitter. Doesn't mean he's a good hitting coach necessarily, but I wouldn't rule it out, right? It's very possible that, no, that guy was great. He's going to be great here, too. I want to get one more thing in. You did the contract extension on Cal Raleigh, 6 years, 105. He hits homers. He frames very well. But give us something on his value, because you're watching pitch by pitch. As a catcher, give us something we might not see.
Just the way Cal works with pitchers, I think it's easily, you can look back to last Sunday's Major League debut for a young pitcher in our group named Logan Evans, who pitched against the Marlins. And the way Cal stuck with him, as, he created a little bit of traffic, some, due to the walk, and Cal stuck with him. He reminded him over and again that he knew these hitters, he could help him navigate through. And Logan wound up giving us exactly what we needed, which was a quality 5 innings and a chance to go win a game. Cal's relationships with the pitchers, his leadership in the clubhouse, the way he interacts in our community just puts it over the top, because the skill on the field you see, and right now he's off to an MVP start.
We saw it, even in the clip there. It's like the framing, the throw, the accuracy of the throwing, you can see all these skills. Quickly, Jerry, Logan Gilbert, George Kirby, do I have an update on your pitchers?
Yeah, we're hopeful that we're going to see both this month, which is, a little better than we had thought initially. And George starts his rehab assignment. We believe it's going to take at least 2 minor league starts, perhaps 3. Logan's going to be a little bit behind that, but we think they're both going to return sometime before the end of May if everything goes the way it's currently planned.
Excellent. Jerry, congratulations on the early success. I'm going to do a showdown with Jake Peavy. I'm going to convince him to use an opener. You wish me luck on that?
We lived on it for a while.
There you go. Just sell it to Jake. I'm going to sell that hard. Jerry, congrats. Good luck this weekend.
Thanks, PK.